Are you interested in finding a school to enhance your education? Not sure where to start? Well, today your search is over. CDPLABS eSchool offers classes for C.S.E.C, CAPE, and GSET subjects, along with training in early childhood education and data operation. Listen to what CDPLABS students have to say about their most fulfilling experience.
While I was attending, it was almost the best experience I ever had. Like I was in class, but I wasn't. I would give the school the full 10 out of 10 because the teachers take the opportunity to help the ones that really needed it. To the upcoming students, this is the best decision you have made and it will benefit you in the near future.
CDPLABS eSchool was founded by Ronique Bernard in August 2009 with a vision to see our students receive a solid education with an emphasis on developing their cognitive skills. The school is committed to developing individuals who will have a positive impact on the society.
The class it really helped me, and if you are going to C.S.E.C, I really recommend this class, so you could always give it a try. The prices are really reasonable, and it is really worth it for online class. Like myself, you would be proud because on that day or on that night when results are out and you log in and you open your results, that feeling, it really is great. It is more of an experience that you would really want to relive.
Of course, I went through it and I passed my exams, so I would highly recommend this to anyone. If you have a problem or so, they will take their time out. They will take their time out to tell you. Plus, they have history of also past students who have also passed their exams in once.
I have been attending for 6 months, and my most fulfilling moment would be the interaction between the teachers and the students, as the environment is very comfortable and welcoming. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I would rate this institution, along with the teaching techniques, skills, and tolerance of the teachers, a perfect score of 10.
Alright, Shay, let me get the coach up and running.
Because I can assure you that you will leave 10
Okay,
times
sir.
better than how you had entered.
I'm not sure
Other
about
than
Tosh
leaving,
tonight.
one thing that I would recommend is a classroom interaction at least twice a month.
Sir, are we gonna stay along tonight for class?
Interactions.
Not
This
necessarily,
probably would be the
no.
best decision
Can
one
try and
could
finish by
choose. The teachers are
9:30, so
excellent at what they do, and they will go to the
why ask?
extreme to ensure that you
I'm not
understand
finished
what was
100%,
taught.
sir, but I have more presentation to do, and I'm gonna
Oh,
do it. I don't want to look like I'm running away from a presentation.
okay, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right, good night. We're just gonna get straight into um the favorite part of my teaching. Yeah, we're gonna get into that first, the presentation. All right, time to get into presentation. I'm ready. What was that? What was that?
Devotion? No devotion?
All right. We went to have devotion first, because some of us really need to have the devotion, because we're nervous. All right, won't be long devotion. Just want to focus on something. As we get into the presentation, just wanted to know that you should not separate science from religion, or because it is a creator why we have science, a body of knowledge, right? Now, I was doing my devotion today, and something that stands out in my mind, and that was in Timothy. Um, Timothy chapter 6. I'm not quite remember the verse, but let me look for it and tell you. But what it's also saying though is that we should be contented with godliness. It says, godliness and contentment is great gained, right? Godliness and contentment is great gained. Now, it also tells us that having food and raiment, which is clothing, is really what we should be contented with. Once your basic needs are met, and I say basic needs, food, shelter, clothing are met, you must be content with that. But you gain when you add godliness to that. So godliness and contentment is great gain. And that tells me that it also said the same Timothy, where Paul told Timothy this. Paul said this to Timothy, that we came on earth with nothing, and we're leaving earth the same we came. So we came on earth with nothing, I'll be leaving earth with nothing. So let us not stress ourselves over world worldly things, Let us not stress ourselves over it. And as Christians, um, Nikosha, are Seventh Adventist too? Nikosha?
I'm not baptized, but my most of my families are, and I
Okay.
go to church once in a while.
Once in a while, you need to go to church more often. Yeah, Ashley is also an Adventist as well. And Tasha, she's not yet baptized, but she grows in the Adventist church. So we basically have three Seventh Adventists in the program. Yes, three. And I make four. Okay? So let us not let the worldly things bog us down or get our minds all, messed up and all of these things. But remember that godliness and contentment is great gain. So let us pray. Let us pray. Almighty God, we once again come to your throne of grace and to give you thanks for sparing our lives even up until this hour. We know that we should be in our beds now, dear God, but pray that you'll extend your mercy with us now as we go through this hour of preparation, or 45 to 60 minutes preparation towards exams. We pray now, dear God, that you'll help these two young ladies to do their best in this presentation. At the end of the day, may they own the knowledge, may they own the use of this information, and be able to execute when the time should come, and bring honor and glory to your name. And I pray, dear Lord, that you will continue to be with them both, provide them in good health, and to help them to be good young women for you as they prepare for the world of work and the world hereafter. For this we ask you now. In Jesus' precious and holy name we pray. Amen. All right. So, who's going first? Who is going first? Who is going first? Who's going first? Or should we go in alphabetical order? You want to go in alphabetical order?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, give me a second.
You
I had an accident, sir.
had an accident? What do you mean? Don't tell me say the second lung's dead.
Sir, you
not dead, sir, but I need to reapply a little glue.
Surgery. 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 Well, all right. All right. All right. So, all right. So we're going to start off then in the reciprocal order then. Nikosha, you go first.
No, sir, but I represent how I last stop it EB before hypertension.
Oh, yeah, we are presented on diabetes.
Yes, so if I present on diabetes first, then hypertension, since we learned about diabetes first.
But you wanted her to present on that first? No one. She's going to present on the lungs tonight.
All right, the lungs. Sir, can't.
What? No. What is your presentation for tonight? What are you prepared to present for us tonight?
Hypertension, sir.
Not a problem.
Sir,
What was
check up.
my what
Eh?
was my I call it my topic? Isn't it respiratory?
Yeah, respiratory. Yeah, that's why you have the lungs.
Yeah.
That's why you have the lungs. That's why you have the lungs. So, I thought the lungs tonight. All right. So the surgeon at work. The surgeon is at work. I love that. Yes, but I love that. The surgeon is at work. That's nice. That's nice. Surgeon is at work. That's nice.
I'm not laughing though.
It a go on, man. No worry yourself. It a go on.
Okay.
It's going on. All right. So Ashi is surgeon at work.
The bottle going inwards. I don't know why it's going inwards right now. After look how long we do this something on it. This I can do this right now. It stopped working when it's already.
Seriously? Then I blame it upon. The thing that's sick, man. You never that care go doctor. With medical. So you decide to be a surgeon. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's the diaphragm there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The bottle going inwards, sir. I don't know why.
Know yourself. So what you could have done is get a tape and wrap it right around it. Get the tape and wrap it right around it.
The tape wasn't working, sir.
Okay. All right. So maybe you need a diaphragm transplant. I don't know.
If we ever use this again, sir, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot better for next
No,
time.
I know.
Because I don't know what suitable bottle would be.
No, man, that can use, man. That's perfect. As long as it do what it's supposed to do.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, it not pop for me right now.
All right.
Oh,
It will work. No, don't
hey,
feel bad. Yeah, I've seen it.
well, I watch a video to work it.
Okay. All right.
But yes, I don't like presentation. Sir, this is my lungs. Yes.
Mhm.
It's supposed to have two, but the bottle wasn't suitable enough for the two lungs.
Yeah, man. Some persons have one lungs.
I would
Know
have
yourself.
right where this lung is.
Mhm. So, all right, let me help you a bit. Keep you because you're as nervous, Nikosha, was last week. All right, let me help you a bit. First of all, they're going to tell us what each apparatus represents. That's a model.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right.
The straw
Mm-hmm.
represents the trachea. The
Okay.
balloon in the what is it? This is the body. The bottle is the body, or the where the chest area is.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Or the thorax.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Balloon. The green balloon would have represented the lungs,
Mm-hmm.
and right here where you see this yellow balloon, it
Mm-hmm.
represents the diaphragm.
Okay.
Okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard. I'm sorry.
So you know, after you have told us now what each part represents now,
Okay.
you need now to tell us. You want to demonstrate now, but you want to tell us now what you are demonstrating. Mhm.
Like, okay.
Take your time.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So it's hard. I'm sorry.
Take your time. Take your time, man. Just take your time. Just relax. Take your time. Just relax.
Okay. I'm demonstrating how we how the lungs yeah how the lung function or how we breathe in air.
Mhm.
Okay. My my model is not done to scale, but the diaphragm is a dome, is a large dome shaped muscle that 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 moves rhythmically and continually for the air to push in and push out.
Okay. So show us that.
Okay. I don't know
Well,
if you're able to see.
hold the bottle. Yeah. We have to hold it still. You have to hold it still. All right. Good. Try now.
Sir, I'm saying it's not working anymore because the bottle is bent inwards.
Oh, air is escaping into the lungs from outside. Oh, okay. All right. Explain. Go ahead and explain.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
So it pushes, as I said, I wanted it to work, but it's not working.
All right, just explain what you would have what you are. You were testing it before, so explain to us now what you had observed when you were testing it. Mhm.
I normally pull here, so okay, the air goes into the lung right here, the green balloon,
Mhm.
and when wait, try to remember.
Mhm. Take your
Okay,
time. Take your time. Take your time. Take a deep one. Hold on. Take a deep breath first. Take a deep breath first. All right. One more. All right. Start now. Take your time.
okay, sir. What I
Mhm.
observed was that when I pulled here,
Mhm.
the air comes through the lung, the green, which is the green balloon.
It comes through the lung. You sure?
Sir, wait. I pull it.
Mhm.
It fill the lung the balloon expand. So
Okay.
when I pushed it upwards, it's the air comes out of the straw. Look,
Okay. The straw. Yeah, okay. All right. Take your time. Take your time. Comes out of the straw. Yeah.
so I did it. As I said, it works rhythmically. So
Mhm.
it
What you mean? What you mean rhythmatically? What you mean by that big R word? Explain to me. What you mean by that?
Sir, it moves on. It moves on a certain pace.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I don't know. Because I'm saying I wanted it to work so it's more easy to explain, but it's not working.
Okay, you want time to fix it up?
Sir, this need a lot of fixing. So
Like what, sir?
I need to get a proper bottle.
No, man, the bottle is fine. I think the diaphragm is where you're having the problem.
Yes, it's the
Diaphragm,
yes,
the
sir.
diaphragm is where you're having the problem.
Yes, sir. But I'm saying the bottle right here is very flimsy. So it
All right, probably what you need to do is cut it lower some more, and then you have the balloon glued to it, but you use a tape to go around it. You could have used a plastic bag, a plastic paper could have worked,
I didn't know, sir.
or a cloth. A cloth would have probably been better. If you could have stretched a cloth, stretch a cloth across it, and then you use a cloth to pull down.
Oh, I didn't know, sir.
Okay.
I can do my presentation and let her remake our model.
So in the last,
All right. So
I
Nicole, she's
understand
going to
that.
do the
That's not the problem. I
presentation
just want to
and
know
then allow you to
if,
remake
because you
yours.
sent
All
me a
right.
voice message,
Remake.
right? And I understood that you didn't have the
All
link
right.
to the
I made the
to the
adjustments to
account
it.
to see how much
Yeah, you
money
made adjustments
you
to
had
it.
withdrawn. But I want to understand because it seems like I didn't understand you
Uh,
properly when I was
Nicole,
talking to you
tell
the
that
other day.
person in the background
Were
to
you saying
change a different
were you
or
saying to
or
me that
location.
Yeah,
you
I have
had some
told them.
extra money for me and you just use that and pay up the bills?
All right. So Nicole is going to take over shortly. And you guys have to calm down. Take a deep breath. You understand? Take a deep breath. All right? Deep breath.
Deep breath. Oh my.
All right,
Man,
no
take a
problem.
deep breath, man. Deep breath to this thing. All
Okay.
Let
right.
me get that accent attack.
No, man.
Maybe I don't pay some why your voice don't come. I never understand it. I mean, make it your voice not and
So I'll be using the PowerPoint to make my presentation.
Oh, so after allow you to share screen. Okay.
Yes. Does it have my camera on as well?
Not necessarily.
Oh.
So that was $2,000.
That could that person beside you
You have
just
any
kinda going at
Until I
the okay. So actually quickly kinda do the surgical thing on that, please. While Nikosha is getting our area prepared. Okay, Nikosha is ready.
okay. Um
All right. Teacher. Wow.
far from it. So my presentation will be based on hypertension, or otherwise known as high blood pressure. So what is hypertension? Hypertension is the pressure exerted on the vessels that carry um, hypertension is the pressure exerted on the vessels that carry oxygenated blood throughout the body. The pressure mainly applies many um, affects the arteries. Causes of hypertension can be diabetes, obesity, lifestyle, how you live, the type of lifestyle you live. For example, smoking, not exercising, drinking, and etc. it both affects females and males. So here is a vessel representing both when it's normal, pre-hypertension, and hypertension. As you can see, for when a vessel is at a normal state, it's in its regular width. At pre-hypertension, it narrows a little because it narrows a little, and at okay, so
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
are you see it is the block right beside hypertension blocking your view as well?
You mean blocking my view?
Yes,
No, man, I'm seeing it, man. I'm seeing it.
everything.
I'm seeing everything.
So wait
Ashay, Ashay, are you seeing everything too?
Yes, sir, I'm seeing it.
Yeah, we're seeing everything, man. Go ahead.
Oh, that is because it's blocking part of my view.
Oh, what you have to do is just you click on the camera and then move it away. Click on the camera and move it away.
Oh, yeah. And hypertension, it gets narrower, and yeah. So this is caused when, as you see, the normal pressure, blood flowing freely in here, then the build up, then the arteries start to build up. Something start to build up at the corners of the artery, which is pre-hypertension, and you see the plaque has built up more, which result in high high pressure, which is the result of hypertension. So when this when half three-quarter of the artery is wall is blocked, our passage is blocked, it also affects the heart. So as you can see, for normal, the heart has not as a good flow. So the
That's
heart
good.
pump at a normal rate when it's not when there's no hypertension, while when there's a hypertension, which the heart have to beat a more pumps a more more harder, because to help push the blood through the vessels. Right.
Okay.
Oh man, like all the information gone out of it.
Take your time, man. Take your time. You're not doing so bad. You're doing okay. So continue.
Yes. So here I have a table showing the categories and stages of hypertension. So as you can see, normal, systolic. If you don't know, to give the viewers the meaning of systolic, is when the heart contracts, pushing out blood through the vessels, and diastolic is when it relaxes. Diastolic, yeah, diastolic is when the heart relaxes, taking in blood. As you can see, this is stage 1. This is where hypertensions begin. Diastolic 130 to 139, or if for diastolic you have 80 to 89, and it goes higher and higher. As you can see, hypertensive crisis consulted doctor immediately. So people who is facing this problem, please don't say a favor and just yeah. Okay.
Okay, good. Continue.
Here is showing the effects that are main complications caused by high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
You have strokes. You have stroke, which happen from the brain. You have problems. High pressure can also affect the eye, the heart, which can, when affects the heart, have a heart stroke, heart attack, heart. You can even have heart failure. And um, the diagram doesn't show enough information, but for males it can also affect erectile dysfunction and boom, boom. Like I try to get that everything on my head, so it's like everything to scan out.
I understand, but just you just have to take your time. You're doing okay so far. You're doing okay so far, right? But you have to just take your time. All right. We'll continue. Give
Yes,
me a chance to finish. Continue.
yes, and it also affects the kidneys. As you can see,
Mm-hmm.
chronic renal failure. How it affects the kidney is when the renal artery, which is right here,
Mm-hmm.
red artery, as I said before, artery high blood pressure is caused most when my artery is being locked up, since the artery carries oxygenated blood differently.
Mm-hmm.
So when the renal artery that connects to the kidney is carrying enough blood, it causes dysfunction in it. It's not regulating as it's supposed to, not giving it energy that it needs, and yet it can cause kidney failure.
Okay. Cool.
Mm.
All right. So that's it.
Mm.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Well, what I normally do, I normally ask the students to give a feedback on each other's presentation. Then I give my last one. But let me ask Ashay first. Then I'll ask you now how you felt about your presentation, how you prepared for this presentation, um, what was happening to you while you were preparing for the presentation, and what you observe about yourself while doing the presentation. So let me ask Ashay, what you think about Nikosha's presentation today?
It was really nice. And it looks well prepared.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, I like it. I do. I really do like it. Yeah, I got a lot of information from it. But I'm not sure if Nikosha could send me her PowerPoint.
I can if you want.
Yes, please. I would love it.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. So we have to give each other email. So we do that. All right, good. Not bad. All right. Nikosha, what when you were doing this preparing for your presentation, take us through it. What was it like?
honestly, it was helpful because I've noticed regarding to the heart, I've noticed it's like there's a actually can really. I think that I have repetition
You
because
think
I would. Yes, I'm not sure because I would experience chest pains at times, and I would feel my heart beating at an abnormal rate.
okay?
Yeah.
Well, you have to check out that. And I think one of the I'm gonna start at the beginning of the class as a part of our devotion is to talk about the different diet plans you can go on, different foods you can eat for different systems in the body, right? So, um, well, if you're experiencing those chest pains, what you can actually do is get onion, fresh onion. You can cut it in half, chop it up, soak it in the water for a few minutes, and then you drink it and keep drinking it until the pain reduce or it's gone, and you'll find it helps you. All right, because the onion is very good for respiratory illnesses as well as um, chest pains. All right, so the onion is very good to use. I've shared it with a taxi driver some time ago, and because of that experience, every time he sees me, he remembers that onion. All right, it works very good. All right, and what I observed though, I don't know if both of you observed it. You're basically using your own words. You're articulating, and this is where this is one of the reasons why I allow you guys to do presentations, and this is the reason. This is what was effective for our past student, which who got a grade 2, because she was able to own the knowledge. So it's your second presentation. You're getting there. But next time, though, even though I allowed you to use a PowerPoint, I would have rather you not have words on the slides, just the pictures only. So what you could do is find pictures without the names, because I want
Okay.
you to be able to identify the structures and be able to articulate that as well, right? But tonight was good. It wasn't bad, but there's room for improvement still. All right. But
Yes, sir.
you should recognize though that you're just as how you express yourself tonight, and as you grow and get better, you'll be able to write a fluent paragraph in your essays for the exam, and you will definitely get a grade 1 with ease.
We get the essays on HSB exam.
That's what they call them. Essays,
Judge.
short structured questions, basically. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So as you
we
go
can't.
along, yeah. Go
We
ahead.
can't deal with that. We can't do the short answers questions. But essay.
Yes, you can, but as I said before, just as how you're articulating yourself, this is the very same way you're going to articulate when
Yes.
that time comes. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes, sir.
So you will, as I said, you will definitely do a good job when that time comes. All right, so we're going to quickly run into tonight's presentation. Next week, Ashe will do hers. She promises to make sure that she takes her pet to to do surgery. All right all right so um Ashe, I hope you go back to the YouTube channel because to see what was done previous classes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, so now we're gonna move on to the life cycle of the mosquito. So we'll go straight into that. All right. So we have started our round of. This is our second day of presentation. So the presentations have started. As I told you before, 2 weeks of preparation will get this exam out of the way quick and fast. All right. And please remember, ladies, you have to do your HSB assignments. It's a must. Just like the maths. No joke. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
don't joke with my work, please. Don't play around. All
So
right.
once I've cleared up all of my school assignments, I'll be able to finish more, do more of them. instead of one every week.
Okay. That sounds better now. That sounds much better now. All right, so very good. So to me, what it does for you too, it allows you when you go into the exam, you can work on that, and so forth. So don't worry yourself, ladies. You'll do well. All right. I don't know what happened to Tarsha. Tarsha seems like she doesn't have any access to the internet. I'm not sure at this time. But anyway, now we're going to look at the mosquito life cycle. And I have three pictures here which depicts the life cycle of the mosquito. Now, cycle. You want to see that when you think of a cycle, you think of a circle, don't it? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. When you think of a cycle, you think of a circle. Let me put a circle right here. Now, and in a circle, for it to be a cycle, wherever you start, that's where you stop. And it keeps the same thing keep going round and round and round and round and round and round and round. So it's a cycle. Life somewhat not necessarily a cycle, but because the same human being don't come back. Right? Good. So the human being doesn't really operate on as a cycle per se. But the life of life itself is like a cycle, which is reproduction. Um, and our creator is awesome. And cycles are really what helps to as it says mosquito life cycle. We have a human life cycle too, right? But it's not necessarily the same mosquito that keeps going around. It's just the whole idea of you will see it. Let me not give the secret away, but let us go through the pictures first. Then we go into the secret. All right. Now we will start at the adult first, because adults maintain the cycle. The activities of the adult maintain the cycle. When they mate or copulate, they will in fact um, have children. True. So when the adult mosquitoes copulate, naturally they are going to lay what? They're going to have eggs, and you females releases eggs once every month. You are born with your eggs, and you release your eggs once every month. So that's why you would call what you call a menstrual cycle, right? Good. So the egg is what comes first. Then after the egg, then you go to the larva. Then from the larva to another stage called the pupa. And from the pupa, the adult emerges. Then the life cycle continues. So we have the eggs, we have the larva, we have the pupa, and we have the adult emerges. Now, I want you to look at this first picture here. Where where does most of the cycle actually takes place? Where?
In water.
In water, exactly. So because that takes place in water, that's one of the reasons why they are telling us to get rid of the breeding sites. Because it is actually the reproductive site. Where women would your eggs would develop into fetus, your fetus, and then the fetus would develop into your I mean, God is awesome. And I'm gonna tell you why I said God is awesome. You realize what is the water synonymous to for a pregnant woman? Let me say if you're thinking. If you know, you should know.
Repeat,
What is
sir.
the what is the water synonymous to for a pregnant woman? Anybody knows? When a woman is about to have, is in labor, about to push out the child, what they say? What they normally say? Or water what?
The water
I
just
want I
A
want to
water
broke.
broke. A water broke. You see, the mosquito, that stage is it takes place in the water, similar to the human being. God is awesome. God is, you know what God is saying to you right there. Let me tell you what God is saying to you right there. There was a man who God says you must be born again. You remember that? And where does that born again experience take place? In what? What takes place in?
animals.
In what?
Nothing.
When a person is born again, not by the spirit, but by the what? Water.
Oh, yeah.
The rebirth is in the water, right? So that's it. So baptism has to be in water. So you see, even the natural birth process takes place in water, and the spiritual birth also takes place in water. Water is significant for birth. Even with your plants, even with a seed, it has to be immersed in a moist area for it to start to germinate. So water is significant. Water. Wow. Water, eh? All right. So in the adult stage, the pulps get shorter than the whatever it is. Wings uniformly grayish black, body and legs and black with distinctive white patches throughout thorax and as marking. So they the the scientists they observe the characteristics, the physical appearances of the adult mosquito. All right. Now the eggs now they're normally black and it's oval in shape, just like how when you started the reproductive lesson, you recognize that there's another name for egg. It's ova, right? Because it's oval in shape. Even the ovary is oval in shape. God is awesome. Awesome, God. It laid singly above the water, right? Surface of containers and without float. And it is viability is 6 months to 1 year due to the presence of um, not seeing that word. But my question is though, how long is the average life cycle of the mosquito? It's right in front of you. How long is the average life cycle of the mosquito?
And to 12 days.
10 to 12 days. Good. All right. So, so what we're seeing now the larva now, the feeding stage. This is like the fetus, right? It starts to feed. That's why the debate about um, abortion. What point is abortion illegal? As to what point it is not illegal, right? Now, it breeds in clean, non-polluted water. So, it's not the polluted water that you should be worried about. It's the non-polluted water that the mosquito starts to breathe in. Okay, good. And that is why, even with the mothers, human mothers, they're you they where the child is stored or is held is has to be clean, and that's why the mother would take away the waste from the fetus, always taking away the waste, right? Short and stout and so forth that, and the explanation continues to go. Now, when you reach a pupa stage now, non-feeding stage, breathing trumpet is long, slender with narrow opening. Good. So the scientist is able to describe, give us more characteristics of each stage of the mosquito in its development. All right. So the development then of the mosquito takes place in water. All right. And the various stages, once again, the eggs, the larva, the pupa, and the adult emerges. Now, our third picture there, the one to the right of your screen, you see the raft of eggs laid on the water surface. So where you, if you look go into your non-polluted water that you may have stored there, unfortunately, you will look and you will see, you will look and you will see, if you have to just look at the surface of the water, and there you'll see the eggs, right? And as days pass by, they will immerse under, just under the surface, you'll have the lava. And the pupa now is just under water's surface. So they are both under the water surface, continuing their development. And then after they have developed into an adult, they will leave the water. All right, just the water breaks. Okay. Any questions on the life cycle?
Sir, I'm understanding so far.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, so let us proceed. Now, so we're moving on to the house fly. I think this should be a video. Let me check if my video is working. Okay, not ready to go to the video yet. So we're going to go back to the PowerPoint first. Back to the PowerPoint. Then we go back to the video. All right. Now, here we see a house fly. So we looked at the mosquito, and now we looked at the house fly. Um, do you see any common things to the house fly and the mosquito? Any common terms? Do you see any common terms?
The pupa,
The pupa, okay.
the eggs,
And the eggs, okay. Any other common term? Nicosia as well?
oh,
The larva, okay. All right,
yeah.
okay. Okay, so we have that. All right. So the housefly now we're seeing they lay eggs and again is on the outside. Um they're first they have the different they have three larva stages. Good. Right. So each stage is a larva. And I think what you probably see and call it maggot, that's really the larva for the mosquitoes.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ashley.
I know. I realize.
You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so that is really the larva stage, and then the part looks like a cockroach. Those brown. I don't know if you've ever seen them, the dark things. I don't know if you've ever seen those dark.
Yes.
Oh, you shoot Nicosia. Okay, good. All right, that is called the pupa. All right. So these things are named by human beings, just like how in the Bible that God gave Adam the dominion to name the things on the earth. So man name things, right? So we get names, right? So the next time you see these things, you'll know that these are the eggs. You get rid of those eggs. If you want to get rid of the mosquito, you'd have destroyed the eggs immediately. So you'd have end the life cycle right there and then for the house fly, right? So when we're getting rid of mosquitoes, getting rid of house flies, we have to locate their eggs and then get rid of them. Make sense? Make
Yes, sir.
sense? All right. So let's go into a little piece of a video that we want to watch. All right, let's see. Let's go. Very short video. Very, very short video, right? Are you guys here in the video? You're in the video?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. I know why you're not here. I know why you're sad.
Hello, and welcome to fourth grade science. Today we'll be discussing the life cycle of a housefly. The housefly is a common pest that can live indoors as well as outdoors. It goes through a complete metamorphosis or the life cycle, which has 4 stages. In this presentation, we will go through each stage of the life cycle of a housefly so that you may become knowledgeable of how a fly becomes a fly. Before we start, let me briefly explain how the life cycle of a housefly begins. The adult male and adult female mate, which initiates the reproductive process. This starts the first stage of the life cycle, which is the egg stage. During the egg stage, the female deposits her eggs in a warm, moist environment. Typically, manure or decaying animal or plant matter is an ideal place for the eggs to be deposited. The female typically lays up to 9,000 eggs in a lifetime, generally in batches of 75 to 150 eggs. Within 24 hours, the eggs that have been deposited go into the second stage of the housefly life cycle, which is the larva stage. Larvae or maggots emerge from the eggs and immediately feed on and develop in the material in which the egg was laid. Larvae are pale white in color and look similar to a worm. In this stage, they spend all its time eating and growing, shedding its skin several times as it grows. After about 5 days, it goes into the third stage of its life cycle, the pupa stage. In the pupa stage, the larva does not feed and is not active. Inside its pupal case, the larva continues to change. It sheds its worm-like appearance and starts forming into a housefly. In about 3 to 6 days, an adult fly fully forms within the pupal case. This begins the fourth and final stage of the life cycle of a housefly, which is the adult stage. In this stage, the adult fly emerges with its wings still moist and soft. The air dries them, and blood that flows into its wings hardens them. The housefly is at its full size when it comes out of the pupal case, and in about 2 to 3 days, the adult housefly is able to reproduce again.
Created using Powtoon.
Okay. Now, once again, my question to you again. What is common? What is common right there? What do you notice is common right there? What is common? Hmm? Anybody can tell me? What's common there? What type of condition does the housefly, the development stage, takes place in? What are the conditions for it?
It, it lays in a warm, moist area.
Very good. Very good, Nikosha. So it lays in a moist, warm. So again, moisture, liquid, water. Hmm. Yes. So water is really essential for life, isn't that so? Essential for life. So it lays in is a warm, moist area. Good. All right. So let us wrap it up in a bit, wrap up the class now, because basically we have come to the end of today's session. All right. Um, basically. All right. So I've come to the end of today's session. So my question is now, um, what's my question? Describe the life cycle of the mosquito for me now. Let's say one which you remember. I sure your mic is muted, not hearing you. Your mic is muted, Ashay.
I'm saying from stage one, go around, sir.
Yes, man, go around. Yeah, you was a whole cycle. Yeah.
Okay, sir. For the mosquito, it lays its egg in fresh and non-pollute water.
Mm-hmm.
Are you are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah, man, fresh and non-polluted water. Yeah, continue.
Sir. Uh, Sorry, I don't really know how to explain it, but um, it. mm, Sir, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as I
Mm-hmm.
said, the mosquito lays its egg into fresh, non-pollutant water.
Mm-hmm.
The eggs, the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
What should I say? Hatch, sir.
You could say Arch. No, no problem. Go ahead and say what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Um, the eggs hatch, and from the eggs, larva
Mm-hmm.
it becomes larva. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Then oh, it. Sorry, I don't remember. Wait.
Take a deep breath, then continue.
There was something after the larva before the pupa, right, sir?
No, the larva and then.
The pupa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After the larva, it becomes a pupa.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turns into. Would you say young adult? Young adult mosquito. Not
No,
sure.
no, that's good. Yeah, young adult mosquito, that's good. You see, and that's as I said before, when you cannot be doing a presentation in a sense, right? So basically, you're able to state in your own words, and that was good. I appreciated that. All right, but I think there was one thing that you missed out to say though. Nikosha, could you add what you missed out, and then you go into the housefly.
What she miss out, sir? Miss
Yeah,
what she
you
miss out.
miss out something, man.
I knew I missed out something, sir, but I'm trying to figure out what I missed. That's why I asked you if there was something before the.
We're underwater
Oh, at the surface.
at the surface, exactly at the surface. All right, at the surface. Good. So it's on the surface of the water. But as I say, with time you'll get it, man. Stop worrying yourself. All right. In time you will no doubt get it, and it will in fact um you get there for you. All right. Nikosha go right into the housefly cycle now.
Okay. House fly life cycle begins from the adult.
Mhm.
Right. After adult females mated, it lays egg in a moist and warm area.
Mhm.
And goes to hatch. That egg hatches in its first larva stage, where it becomes a maggot. It goes to its second larva stage,
Mhm.
leading to the second larva stage,
Mhm.
larval, and leading to its third larval stage. There's a maggot during that three stages, sir.
Yeah, it looks like a maggot, but they more look like a worm eventually. Hmm.
and
So it becomes segmented. Continue.
and, and becomes a pupa,
Mm-hmm.
which last this one. Very
Develop, develop.
develop in how class a cocoon like
Okay.
inside that and becomes an adult. After it hatches, it becomes an adult.
Okay. All right. Not bad. That's good. That's very good. Not bad. Very good. All right. Good job. Um. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good. Good job. That was a good job. All right. So in next week's class, we are going to be um looking at a few past paper questions, and then we're gonna go looking at another disease and more about diseases. We'll be looking at leptospirosis and so the vectors and so forth. All right, and we're looking at some more possible questions as relates to the diseases. Then we're going to look at immunity and its types. So remember, your responsibility is cover section B with those videos and worksheet, and section C with the video and worksheet as we pursue to the end of the syllabus. But I say tonight was a good night. Um, what do you say tonight, Nikosha? How was tonight?
Hmm. After having my mini anxiety attack, it was good.
It was good. Okay then. Okay.
Oh, it was okay.
Oh, it is okay. I'm sorry, I carried that in the class. It is okay. All right, Ashay, how was your night tonight? Even though you have to have a patient that will take the surgery, but how was it?
It was good, sir. I'm upset that I didn't get to do my presentation though, but it was good otherwise.
Okay, okay. All right, and that was good. So we give God thanks for that.
Is a surgeon she's studying for?
Maybe.
I wanted
Oh,
No, she's asking if you're studying to be a surgeon.
I wanted
That's
to.
Oh, really? So you're starting already?
Sir, I'm
Okay.
not doing it anymore, but I wanted to.
You wanted to? Well, it's not possible. It's still possible. Still possible to do it, man. Very much possible. All right. Okay, good. So tonight was good though, and I just wanted to understand that the reason behind the presentations, that you doing the presentation, you teaching the class, is that can I share a secret with you guys?
yes, sir.
I've never done human and social biology at C.X.C. But,
It's
It makes
but
it look like I've been doing it for years, sir.
oh, really? Okay. But I mean, to God be the glory for that. But of course, the students are doing it on my behalf, and they're getting the results. Eh? Good. So you ladies are you three of you will continue the trend for human and social biology. We have never failed HSB. We have never failed. So that's very good. But you guys can get grade one if you stick to the plan and stick to the script. All right. Okay. So have a good weekend and enjoy the rest of the night. Don't dream for too long. Pray before you go to bed. And we'll be back on Sunday night for our lab day for maths. And Monday night again, we'll meet up with the crew. All right. So have yourselves a good night.
Yes, sir.
same to you, sir.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. You may click and leave and so
Sir,
forth.
I have a question.
What's the question, actually?
Sir, I made a date last week Sunday, right, sir?
Yes.
Last week Sunday, an early date, but nobody wanted to go with my early date. Yet no one showed up except for Sangini.
Tangini and no.
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, yes, you and Tangini. Yes, yes. Well, I don't know, but maybe they had a date somewhere else. I don't know.
That's regarding to the maths. Now,
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Nikosha. Yes, at
I
3
said
p.m.
I made a date. I said 7 in the morning. Nobody, no, everybody were like, no, no, nobody gonna wake up too early. I'm up that early, you know.
what was the time?
Well, Ashay is saying that she had projected 7 a.m. and
No.
Kiwin, when Kiwin dialogued with the other ladies about who's going to church and taking away the church time, then what really happened is that they all agreed to 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and only yourself and Ashi turned up.
No, Tangini, sir.
Tangini, sorry.
Me, sir.
Tangini and Ashi turned up.
Sir, better wake up so early by bed, sir.
And but yeah, but well, 3 p.m. You should not be in a bed at 3 p.m. for sure, unless you go to bed
Oh, no.
early.
The 3 p.m. just don't clean house.
Oh, I see. All right. I get it. I get it. I understand.
Better in the morning. It's better in the morning.
But we
That's
wake up
I wake up at 6:30 every morning.
and I wake up
6:30.
early. Yeah, and I wake up early in the morning. One of these days we can during the holiday we can have some early morning classes actually.
Sir,
You can
I'm
watch
going.
my life.
I've been going to high school for 5 years now. I have to wake up 6 o'clock. I was late for school because I was end up waking up 7, and it's a long
Oh,
drive to
You're
school.
so you're late. Well, so you're benefiting from online classes then.
Yes. I don't know why people don't wake up so early at morning time. Then they sit there for the work.
my school is a shift school. So
No.
I'm at morning shift now. So I have to get up from 4:30 to get ready for school.
Okay.
Mine wish some high school teach school.
Well, so even when it's online, no. Actually, you still get about 4:30.
No, sir, I get up at 6 because they had to change it because it was regular time, but they changed it since recently.
Okay. So online is not on shift then, it's a straight one shift.
No, it's not one shift, sir.
You still on shift for online?
Two shifts, yeah. And I'm going sometime because I was supposed to go today, but I didn't feel so good, so I didn't go.
Okay. Oh, so they let you guys. So your school is one of the schools that is reopened.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be fully open on January. In January.
Oh, okay. Well, be careful.
Man, we cannot wish some my school did that too.
Uh, well, me now wish that.
No, online learning, sir. Nah,
Mm,
It's not
nah
work.
work for me.
You see, okay, for you, I realize that your work is different. I understand how you do your thing. But when
Yeah.
it comes to my teachers, no, sir, they don't even know how to use the whiteboard.
oh,
Amen. We have the same problem.
It's real hard.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I guess with experience, they will come along. They'll come along. All right, they'll come along with experience. But I think I get more out of students when I teach online. Um, I get more. No one to say out of them. I mean, I think I'm getting a lot out of you guys so far. But I'm able to do more because switching from website to website, you don't get the teachers don't get that privilege when you teach face to face. I mean, you have to go and get a projector. You have to make sure the lighting in the classroom is good and all the little things. So when you teach online, that problem doesn't exist, not at all. You just switch from website to website. Everybody watching the video at the same distance and the same decibels in terms of hearing. So teaching online is the best. You
So
understand?
honestly, you are the only teacher that I have online that I learn from.
Oh, this, sir, I am a visual learner.
Really?
And I'm capable. Yes,
Okay.
I like to read. That's how I learn. So if I'm watching videos, it's hard. I can't understand what's going on in the videos. So it's
Yeah.
Well, you just watched a video a while ago, and for sure you were able to tell me what was going on. Innit?
it was a simple video.
Oh, says not the video. Is if it's simple or not simple, that's the problem.
I know you know, sir, but look like you have to go teach me all of my subject them, because when you want teach me, you learn. When
Well,
everybody else teach
there's a secret to it now. Let me tell you a secret as we go to bed, right? The secret is this: when you go on the outside, what do you see? Words or pictures?
pictures.
Exactly. But some pictures are still pictures, while some pictures are motion pictures. So nature is like a motion picture, and just the plant itself is like a still picture in a sense. So the secret is this: you must read like you're seeing something real. You're watching a video, you must pretend that you're actually there, touching, and your senses are being applied right there. Um, Also, you must drawing is very important. There's an artist by the name of Leonardo da Vinci, and
Yeah, my favorite.
yes, he's my friend too, and he's called the father of modern science. But you know what his textbook was? His textbook was nature, and his notebook was not filled with words. He made his notes using his skill of art. He drew, and that's why you have so many diagrams. Yeah. So he drew what he observed, and to know is to love. So you have to develop a relationship with nature, a relationship with learning things, right? Like today when I was teaching my math students that I was teaching them.